Hello everyone and welcome back to my Destiny reaction series. My name is Tara if you don't know me, and I'm catching up on the story of Destiny before the final shape expansion. Today we're finally reaching Season of the Seraph, and there has been a lot of buzz about this particular season, and I'm really excited to get into it. I know it deals with Rasputin, because when I first loaded the video, Anna said Rasputin within the first 2 seconds. So I'm really excited for that alone. I haven't seen Rasputin in forever, and I miss our little robo boy. So without further ado, let's get right into it and see what it's all about.
Rasputin, the war mind. The most powerful artificial intelligence humanity ever created.
And currently in an engram.
With an arsenal to match. Thousands of war sets, primed to obliterate any and all threats to humanity.
God, the Almighty was such a good
When the greatest
moment.
threat of all arrived, it nearly tore Rasputin apart. I saved the pieces of him that I could, encrypted them in a specialized engram. I've been trying to restore him in an experimental exoframe, but every attempt I've made has failed. Until he's back online, all of his weaponry is up for grabs.
Ooh.
And it's only a matter of time before his warsats fall into the wrong hands.
Do we think the Hive wants it? The Lucent Hive?
Seraph couldn't conceive.
Osiris is up and about. Oh, the last scene of Plunder. I think about that all the time. That was such a long time coming moment between Satan and Osiris, and I loved it so much. Good to see him back in action. Our grumpy old man.
Couldn't conceal every thought. Some I stole. One of Neptune. The collapse. A turning point. It's a blur. I cannot focus.
Passing the rent?
The hidden found nothing there, but I saw.
That little, okay, one thing I'm loving about Destiny is they're prioritizing physical touch. Physical touch is such a powerful, like, it says so much. And just as that Elixni handed her wrench, she very gently grabbed its arm, and it was just, that's like cute little interpersonal things that I love to see in this game, like Keitel touching Zavala's back when he was crying. Like, I love it. Keep doing it.
Through the Witch Queen's eyes. A city set against the waves.
Sounds like a trick.
And Korra thinks I need to rest. The gall. You've really made no progress while I was indisposed.
Is that why you're here, Osiris?
To be a grumpy old
My
man.
Korra won't listen.
Wonder where she got that from.
Osiris being awoken now, or awakened, I should say, he is giving, obviously he has all these memories of his time being Savathun or being controlled by Savathun. He's coming off as very like manic, very a man obsessed, and that can be very dangerous without the right help. So I'm a little worried seeing him like this right now, but we'll see.
Red's scrambled in there. Degrading. He's dying.
The War Mind is our greatest bastion of Golden Age data. I need what it knows.
I've tried everything. I can't even access his protocols.
But perhaps your grandfather could.
Osiris? That man? No.
Yeah.
Clovis Bray is a maniac.
We had
A
enough.
selfish, murderous monster.
We had enough Bray family drama way back and beyond. Like, do we need to dig it back up?
So was Rasputin. But it might be the only option I have left. Just as Clovis might be yours.
Ugh. Don't love to hear
When
that.
did hope cease to require risk?
If it's for Rasputin, though, is worth it. Is worth it.
Hey, Guardian. Thanks for tagging along. We're gonna go have a chat with Clovis about Rasputin.
Oh boy.
Osiris, say hi.
Young Wolf. Anna. Like old times.
Osiris, you seeing this? Perimeter defense is tripped. They've never done that. I don't think Clovis is trying to kill us, but...
Could be anything. We should keep our distance until the Guardian locks a transmat signal for us.
LZ's a little hot. Got you as close as I could without blowing us all up.
An outcome we all applaud. It appears your grandfather is under siege.
He elicits that sort of reaction.
If Clovis is in danger, so is our mission.
It's not right. The perimeter towers aren't accepting my credentials. Wow. Noted. Perimeter defense is definitely still lethal.
So is Clovis
I
in
don't believe for
danger?
a second House Salvation hacked Clovis's firewall. Maybe the Vex, but he'd implode the lab before suffering the indignity of losing it.
If that is even a remote possibility, we cannot miss our only chance at restoring the war mind.
Yeah. I'll try to let him know we're coming so he doesn't do anything stupid.
A cryptolith. It cannot be.
Zero Urath's been avoiding Europa. Why move into Aramis's territory now?
Root them out, Guardian.
I really want to know. Sivu Arath is like the next name that we've only just been hearing whispers of. Like, other than what I know of Sivu Arath from Dynasty, they haven't really shown themselves, like, at all, right? They've just been, like, orchestrating things in the back.
Only their ashes.
They're the last sibling left, so.
The cryptolith recedes as its defenders wane. It must not be fully established.
Nice to have an easy solve. I still can't raise Clovis, but I've got the doors to the sublevels open.
Wrathborn made from House Salvation stock. Gruesome fate. If they knelt to the witness, this is a logical step.
I don't know.
Are Xivu and Aramis not allies working towards the same cause?
Of opportunity, maybe. Aramis doesn't strike me as the type to tolerate subjugation.
Yeah,
That
definitely
acolyte's
not. Not after the last
glowing?
season.
Oh, please tell me that thing's not a bomb.
They've sighted you. Slay them all. The Hive's presence is an omen. There is more to this than we know.
I'm getting that feeling myself. You sound worried.
Even a single cryptolith provides Xivu Arath influence enough to worry. Don't wait long. Clovis may be in danger.
It was through a cryptolith that Osiris lost Sagira, right? If I'm remembering that story well. I think it was. He was investigating a cryptolith and like an image of Xivu Arath came out and then Sagira saved him.
And more tomb ships flood Europa's sky every second.
Then let's not give them any time to pin us down. What the hell? The lab's protocols are cannibalizing each other.
Cryptoliths incite conflict in mind and mechanism alike.
Oh,
Even the sturdiest blades eventually bend to Xivu Arath's will.
interesting.
I think I found him. Hello?
Who is that? Anastasia?
The one and only.
Of course it's you. Remedy this immediately. I want minimal collateral.
Stop whining. The Guardian's already on your doorstep.
My security frames are overrun. Is another example of your over-promise, under-deliver attitude?
Huh. None of that sounded like, Anna, please help me. I need you. They're killing me. Ow.
A simple yes would satisfy.
Drag him.
More cryptoliths.
They want my brain, Anastasia. The access it provides, the secrets I keep. They're trying to pry me open.
Oh,
They
that
don't
makes
just want his
sense.
secrets. They want him. Brought to submit.
Someone's going to have to tell them that's company property. Guardian?
Finally. Now go reset creation security protocols. Return control to me.
There you are. Establishing transmat connection.
Gramps, let's skip the dancing and cut to the chase.
Anastasia, I'm pleasantly surprised to see you without your sister. What was it you said last time we spoke?
Pretty sure it was screw you.
Putting that linguistics degree to good use. Who is this?
Dude, the Bray family are all so sassy with one another, and I love it, but also I feel like an awkward, like, third party.
I am Osiris, Phoenix of the Dark Age, and Scholar of the Cosmos. I have no equal.
Cute.
Cute.
You impertinent son of a...
See? He's impossible. We'll find another way to help Rasputin.
Rasputin? The war mind is operational?
No, that's the problem.
Fascinating.
His source code's corrupted. I don't know how to fix it, but you do.
Ugh. You were always too preoccupied teaching the war mind to feel, to learn how it functioned.
What don't I know?
Simply everything, Anastasia.
Simply everything.
But yes, I will help you.
Wow.
Because you need it. And because no one else can.
How uncharacteristically altruistic of you.
Yeah.
My motive isn't complicated. It's exhausting to watch the grains of my legacy slip through my progeny's fingers.
Oh my god.
Self-preservation. That is simple. Partition your AI protocols onto this. I'll link you into my workshop.
So if I understand it right, if he keeps Rasputin up and running, or gets Rasputin back up and running, that's one extra layer of defense for himself. So of course he would help. That makes complete sense.
Then we rebuild Rasputin.
Splendid. Once I am in control, all will be as it should be. The war mind will rise again.
Do you think Rasputin will let him be?
Your grandfather is insufferable.
Told you. Let's get him back to the helm.
Dude, I'm so excited for little Exo Rasputin. Hell yeah, dude.
Crude, incomplete shell.
Yeah.
Still, I must admit that its storage capacity vastly exceeds that of a standard exoframe. It will have to do for now. These Wrathborn present a far more pressing concern. If they can seize control of war mind technology, then it stands to reason that the Warsats are their ultimate goal. We must secure the Warsat network ourselves before it's too late. Rebuilding the war mind is now humanity's top priority. Rasputin was designed to partition itself into sub-minds as a resiliency measure. In the event of a catastrophic failure, reintegrating them into the AI core would repair the broken war mind.
Oh.
Most of the facilities housing those sub-minds are now defunct. A scant few remain, but the Wrathborn have likely fortified their locations. Infiltrate said facilities. Retrieve the submine data from the vaults within. With the submines in hand, we can upload Rasputin to the Warsat network on board its orbital hub. I am aware that Anastasia does not hold a high opinion of me.
Correct.
But let it not be said that I left humanity to fend for itself.
Didn't you, though, for a really long time? I guess
My Corsairs whisper
current
your
actions
name,
matter.
Guardian.
Hi, Mara!
You have found yourself an adversary in Xivu Arath, and cunning opportunist in Clovis. Yes, we are always watching. A protective eye to precede an assisting hand. I bring information. With Nezarec out of play, our enemies pursue a killing stroke. Aramis has yet to resurface, but in her absence, agents of Xivu Arath swarm Europa. House Salvation seems to be assisting them in despoiling Clovis Bray's installations. While
So, House Salvation is actually, maybe unintentionally, but they are working alongside Sivo Wrath's, what are they called, Wrathborn? Really?
I've yet to discern an exact strategy.
That's
Anna and I
baffling.
agree they may be trying to wrest control of the Warmind's power on the Witness's behalf. I fear they're forging inroads for an invasion. Xivu Arath's forces mobilize within the Ascendant Plane. My scouts report her hive prepare to assault the Warmind's bunker on the moon. The submind that rests there is in danger. Shape this knowledge into deathly intent for our enemies. And the Warmind may yet be restored.
Okay.
Xivu Arath encircles your moon with sharpened blades. She strikes at a Warmind facility beneath the crust. Her armies amass within the Ascendant Plane, clawing at an ever-thinning dam. She makes no attempt to hide.
That's definitely a power move.
Let her brandish her weapons. We will retrieve the submine's core before the bulk of her forces can react and leave them nothing. Today, Xivu Arath suffers a defeat.
All right, Guardian. This is a smash and grab. Smash some hive, grab a chunk of submine.
And live to tell the tale.
Cryptoliths.
Slay the Wrathborn, and they will wither.
Good contribution, Mara.
Zivurath's battle song emboldens the soldiers. End it.
That did it. Hatch opening and setting that perimeter tower to friendly. You're welcome. Mara, Xivu Arath is supposed to be a razor-sharp strategist, right? She's got the numbers to win. Why doesn't she use them?
The fairy one's form between the planes requires an indomitable will, and even then, it is dangerous.
To transfer an army, then, would prove an impossible task.
Nearly. But Keitel claims it has been done. Over Tora Bottle.
Scorn on the moon is a first.
It was Xivu Arath's army that destroyed Tora Bottle, right? So it's been done before, it can be done again.
Is shipping these in from Savathun's throne world?
No, these Scorn have not passed through the Ascendant plane. They were exhumed locally.
Ew.
This cipher structure is prehistoric. It's just endless data nesting in data. Who designed it like this? Oh, Rasputin did.
Rasputin,
That's
that's checks out.
Cracked it. You and Ghost are clear to move. Vault security's getting overridden. Another cryptolith?
No. A dark presence tethers itself here. Not Hive. It seeks connection with the submind.
Guardian, you're on the
Not
clock.
Hive
Knock
and
out
it
that
seeks
security and I'll
connection.
get the vault open. We need that submine core.
Is all this technology weaponry?
Not quite. Every submind has a memory center. All this is Mala Hayati. It was Rasputin's favorite. Sort of like a protege.
Perhaps this submine will be a source of answers.
So wait, did submines have individual, maybe not personalities, but personalities? She named something that I haven't recognized before. Bala Hayati or something like that? Which was like a fragment of Rasputin?
Only if we seize it before the Scorn corrupt it.
That'll do the trick. Vault open. All right, Mala Hayati, here we come.
Mala Hayati.
It is here. A Scorn mind is tethered. I cannot see into it.
Go, Guardian. Waste no time removing it.
That shield's a nanite screen. Shrugs off those things. A power surge will disrupt it.
That Scorn. Her armor. She served as captain. A marksman under Aramis.
Risen as a nexus of Xivu's control here. To exert her will on the submine. If that's what it was doing.
To defile Aramis's house. This is not an act of desperation. It is punishment. Nevertheless, this victory will disrupt Xivu Arath's hold over the Scorn on Luna.
At least for a while. I've got Mala's core packed. Exfil incoming.
Punishment for Aramis? Maybe for... Do we think Aramis is actually going to come over to our side and betray the witness? So then Xivu Arath is the witness's, like, attack dog for Aramis? I wonder. Because initially I thought they were working together, but now it seems like they probably aren't.
Go. I still hold questions that require answers. Time will tell what they are.
Time to snag another submine fragment, Guardian. Get in and out before they even know what's hit them.
The sooner we finish here, the better. Saint has expressed that Europa, even in orbit, is dangerous. He awaits my return.
That'll get better. He thought he'd lost you for a long time.
Oh my god, Saint is going to be so fiercely protective of Osiris doing any sort of dangerous mission, and that's so goddamn cute.
I haven't seen him like that since he vanished into the infinite forest.
Is that the Exo? I could show you how to remove that memory. The pain. You could give him a better, blissful life.
No.
You are not permitted to speak of him. Remove yourself from this conversation.
Osiris is just as protective.
Keitel's forces tried to secure this facility ahead of us, but they weren't able to make it past the towers. Keep out of sight.
When the Warmind is fully restored, we'll need this location to access the orbital station and its Warsat network.
I know. One step at a time. All right. You're at the bunker entrance. No idea what internal defenses are like. Stay alert.
Look at the state of this facility. It's an absolute travesty. I've re-established level 1 security clearance. Opening the door for you, Guardian.
Power situation down here is pretty bleak. Our enemies are harvesting arc energy from the reactor. You'll need to restore power to the inner doors to press forward. This place really is in rough shape, isn't it?
You should be
Yeah,
able to
it's
reboot
fully
the main
overgrown.
reactor up ahead. I think the facility will hold together.
You think?
That's not very comforting.
Oh, I've read about this from Crow's field reports. If you stand in those pools of soul fire, the energy should let you bypass those hive shields.
Soul
The
fire.
console should be activated now. It will allow you to restart the facility's auxiliary reactor.
Auxiliary reactor is online and the station is powered up. To make it look like we were trying to find some information in the digital archives here.
I've taken the liberty of preparing a power reroute switch for the launch authorization systems. Though it appears Rasputin has changed the launch codes. I'm locked out.
We'll hit that next time. Keep the baddies guessing until we're ready to make our move. Good work, Guardian. Let's get you out of here before reinforcements arrive.
Rasputin was such a little bugger with all his defenses and everything that he set up to protect
In the
himself.
bag and launch pod scouted. So, we're making progress.
Ikora officially wants us wrangling this situation. She'd like Osiris in a hands-off role, but he's watching Clovis like a judgmental hawk. It's kind of adorable, actually, and I'm here for it. We got lucky, touching down on Europa when we did. Rasputin could have predicted this, maybe even prevented it. If Xivu Arath acts on the witness's orders and uses the Warsat network against us, it doesn't even need full power to cause an extinction-level event.
Damn.
We're making progress. Just keep saying it, Anna. Repeat it until it is real. You too, Guardian.
It's interesting that the Warsat network could cause an extinction level event for us, but it didn't do shit to the pyramids. That makes the witness like terrifying.
We're gonna manifest this together.
Manifesting
Of course,
reality.
Rasputin changed the launch codes.
Yeah.
Blasted paranoid machine. I never understood Anastasia's obsession with teaching the Warmind independent thought. That only made it more difficult to control.
I think
No
that's
matter.
why.
I will find the new launch codes eventually. But the station will prove useless if we do not rebuild Rasputin first. Even with the Malahayati submine reintegrated into its AI core, the Warmind is incomplete. We must find another source of data. I will put my mind to the task. In the meantime, continue retrieving submine data from the vaults that we know remain intact. And do try to minimize the damage to the surrounding equipment. It is still Braytech property after all.
Working late.
Aren't you?
Zane wants to know if you'd like some tea, coffee, whatever it is you drink.
For our Rasputin episode, we're having a frightfully low amount of Rasputin. I realize we're still pretty early on in, but I need some Rasputin soon.
That's thoughtful of him.
I used to say the same thing. How thoughtful. Thank you, Saint. Except I never looked up. Not once. My eyes were on my fingers stained with ink. The smudges on the margins of my work. I cared more about my findings than the tea cooling beside me.
Oh.
Or the feelings of the man who made it.
Oh.
You're not listening.
I am listening.
Then listen well. Your work will outlive you. The people around you might not. One day you're going to wake up, assuming you've even slept at all, and realize that the world is a very different place than the last time you remembered to look at it. You will abruptly, viscerally regret the absence of something as small as a single cup of tea.
Oh.
So I ask you again, what would you like to drink?
Oolong. With a spot of honey.
A spot of honey. Why am I not surprised?
Wow, that was a great little speech from Osiris. That really shows that he's taken his experience of basically nearly dying completely to heart and really is fully aware that he has a new lease on life and a new lease on his relationship with Saint, and that's why the first goddamn thing he did when he woke up was smooch that man. Ah, that's so cute.
An old acquaintance among the hidden tells me that a Seraph complex recently powered on for the first time since the collapse. Shortly thereafter, Vex incursions were reported. Anna flagged the site as a potential pillory bunker. If the Vex gain access to its systems, they'll use it to wrest Rasputin's submine data away from us. It would
God, the Vex's actions are so baffling. Why are they moving on it now?
be catastrophic. You've landed at the source of the complex's AUG supply. Centuries in Martian rust have done this place no kindness. Our window of opportunity is short. AUG surges destabilize the complex, and Vex are breaching the command matrix. Go. It is unusual to see so divisive Vex outside the Black Garden. They're a fanatical sect of programming devoted to the darkness. Or rather, the witness.
Oh! There's a section of the Vex that are devoted to the How did the witness... What? What would... He would have to offer them something. I don't get it. That's interesting.
The Ishtar Collective in a Seraph complex. Peculiar. They were Seraph. The Ishtar Collective in a Seraph complex. Peculiar. They were rivals in the Golden Age. This wasn't just a pillory site, it was a joint research facility focused on extrasolar colonization efforts. The Soul Divisive have been scouring research logs. They were looking for something more than to imprison Rasputin's subminds. The information stored here, but could it be linked to my visions? Why else would the witness be interested in these files?
Sir, can you tell me what you're
The
thinking?
Vex mine remains in this terminal like an open door. It's using the tower's arrays to connect with installations across Sol. This must be in preparation to imprison the submines. Breaking their connection could end this threat. Your foe breaks, and so does their hold over the security systems. Perhaps now we can... No! They're driving the reactor core to a meltdown. It's going prompt critical. Those power surges were intentional. Get to the reactor, lest we lose everything.
Oh god. Oh god. What in the final destination is that room?
Guardian, what we've seen here proves my visions have merit. We must secure the complex to convince Ikora. Trust is a frail thing. As much as our mission, if this can restore her faith in me, I need this.
Aw. He needs a win.
Vex mine directs
He needs a
power
win
to
bad.
the reactor. Kill it, and the complex should stabilize.
Oh, I hate those things. Oh, I really hate those things. Wyverns? Yeah, I think
This
they're
was
called.
a
I hate 'em.
clever incision by the witness. A multi-front attack. Sabotage us, glean knowledge, and annihilate any trace of advantage. Extrasolar colonies. Ages ago, Saint and I Thought we'd leave the city once we'd made it safe. But explore the universe. That time never came. A matter of finite seconds lost in the margins then. Now, there's only the want of more. But we learn to make do, young wolf. And turn the edge of defeat into victory.
He's lying. That's what he does.
Oh boy. Oh boy, here we go. The family's all together.
All he does.
Clovis is the only one who knows how to reintegrate Rasputin with his subminds.
Did he tell you how? Or is he just dangling it in front of you so that you keep him around?
I remember a dinner that ended like this. Elizabeth, you haven't changed a day.
Are you sure he has what you need?
I haven't verified, but
he's the only hope left. As much as you'd like to deny it, Elizabeth, I'm the best you've got.
Yeah.
Go to hell. I'm here now. We should talk more later, without him around.
Oh man, the family drama continues. I'm here for it. I love it.
I'm
It's
sorry
so
you
awkward.
had to
But...
see that. They've always been very emotional. Why don't we get down to business? I have found a solution to our submind problem. Your arrogant friend, Osiris, informed me of the time wounds on Mars. Windows into the past, worlds lost to time.
Yeah.
And it so happens that Rasputin's mind lab is situated within such a temporal anomaly. Scans indicate that the Charlemagne submind data still exists within the wound's projected time period.
No way.
Copying it into the engram will provide code fragments we need to restore Rasputin.
That's so convenient.
Go retrieve additional submind data, then return to the Seraph facility. I will guide you to the location of the new launch codes upon your arrival.
That is very, very
Elsie, good to
convenient.
have you with us. Give us the rundown.
Likewise. Mara tells us the Witness's soldiers focus on Mars and threaten the submind Charlemagne.
So we kill them and take Charlemagne. Is it any more complicated than that?
Why are you here?
To oversee my project.
Why are you here? Holy shit.
Our project.
Then fall in line. Anna, it's your command.
By all means.
You're in the thick, Guardian. Hive taken.
Why are
Sure
you
they know
here?
you're coming now.
Then there's
Get
no
his
time
ass.
to waste.
The Warmind's entire network architecture is exquisitely preserved. I'm surprised, Anastasia. I spoke too soon. Why are those escalation nodes writhing?
It's a hive infestation, short-circuiting the campus's systems.
Coming in hot.
Death tongue spotted. Target that acolyte, Guardian.
The hive are sending an ogre. Data link established. Port numbers. Okay, that's part one. Moving back to a holding pattern. Good luck. Session acknowledged. Encryption cipher accepted. Almost there.
Control restored.
Entrance to the futurescape is, gunked.
Anna, I see PDT refraction cores in the armory stock.
Ooh. One high-powered laser requisitioned and delivered.
God, be careful with that.
Heat signatures converging on your position.
Allow me to get the door. What is this? Who rewrote these commands?
I did. And then the hive did, apparently. Sit tight. Open sesame.
What a fully operational Warmind can do in this day and age.
In the wrong hands, it would be catastrophic.
And I have every reason to believe we will prevent that eventuality.
Perimeter towers in range. Stay hidden, Guardian.
Hang on, Jinju. We're in for some chop.
With proper oversight, our oversight, this place could be the new seat of humanity's power.
Rasputin can make his own decisions.
Yeah.
He learned to trust when we trusted him. It's not anyone's right to control him.
Elizabeth, consider this.
A weapon to end every dark future before it begins.
Or to usher in 1,000 others.
My granddaughters. If you don't claim power, someone else will.
Moving back to a whole...
I don't have a read on Clovis's intentions right now, other than self-preservation, other than like a selfish grab for more power. I don't know if he really has humanity's best interests in mind, or if it's just for himself.
holding pattern. Good luck.
This is where Charlemagne sleeps. Beautiful, isn't it?
It's a step in the right direction. Wait. Wrathborn reinforcements are converging on the futurescape.
How long do we have?
Minutes. Maybe less.
Not enough to hack the vault, but I can snag some more lasers.
Those have significant yield, Anastasia. These instruments are delicate. Any damage...
To hell with your precious facility! Guardian, cut your way in.
Dang.
So this is what the Hive were trying.
Details later. Patch me in. I'll start the core transfer and seal the doors behind you.
This knight attacked the Dreaming City when it harbored Savathun. He is one of Zebu's
Risen
most
from
trusted.
bones.
Good! His death will send a poignant message.
Submine core seeded and locked. Fire team clear for extraction.
What were they doing here with all of this ceremonial paraphernalia?
I've seen this before. A possession. To install a Hive soul in place of the Warmind's AI.
The Elixni believe machines have spirits. Red certainly feels alive.
Ridiculous.
You're one to talk.
We are not a clever sequence of logic, Elizabeth. Our minds are human.
Well, hers is.
I breathe routing power to the
I love season of Anna and Elizabeth just tearing into Clovis. This is very enjoyable.
launch security systems. We're clear to commence today's operation. Gain access to the facility and secure the launch codes.
Those lasers
One
are
snag.
stressful.
Looks like the Hive have sealed the bunker entrance we used last time. Head to the launch facility roof. We should be able to make an entrance up there. That vent connects to the bunker. Blast it off and head in. I remember Eris saying something about Hive using crystals to maintain their barriers. Take them out.
Crystals, rituals. This is absurd. That's obviously an emitted Casimir field with...
I muted Grandpa. You're welcome.
I muted Grandpa.
How long have I been on mute?
Clear that command room, Guardian.
How long have I been on?
Security network is...
I love the bullying of Clovis. This is so good.
operational. I detect no changes to the underlying system architecture. I've secured the launch authorization codes, but it appears they are encrypted. This encryption method is superb. I will need time to fully decrypt them. Any launch will need to wait.
Got it. In the meantime, I'll ping some of the old decommissioned bunkers here to cover our tracks, because I just got word that there's a catch inbound. We don't want to still be here when it lands.
A catch? How's salvation?
First fragments are bonding to Red's code nicely. The plan's risky, but I'll be damned. Clovis wasn't lying. When I first woke up, I wasn't lost. I was wayward in the best way. Just my ghost and a name on a badge. I imagined us Brays using reason to find right. Lone lights exploring the vast frontier, you know? I was proud of that fantasy. I modeled myself after it. Fantasies, all it was, obviously.
Yeah.
I mean, you've met Clovis.
Yeah.
He's a walking, talking embodiment of necessary evil.
Yeah.
I miss risk being a dark cave in the wilderness. Danger or golden age tech. Balancing that tipping point was straightforward. Now it's less defined. And risk is measured in the inches before Clovis's knife finds my back. I know it's coming. Eventually.
Right?
But if it means getting Red back, I'll manage
Worth
the
it.
risk.
Worth it. Okay, so I understand Anna's motivation, and Anna is just as suspicious of Clovis as I'm feeling. Okay, that's very validating.
Not only did Rasputin change the launch codes, but it encrypted the new ones as well. Impressive. One can never be too cautious when keeping secrets. Some information is far too dangerous to remain freely accessible. I've hidden many things from my family, for their own sake. I can appreciate Rasputin's decision to do so as well. But that does not change our objective. We must wrest control of the warsats for the good of humanity. I will begin decrypting the launch codes to the orbital station, continue gathering submine data and reintegrating it into the engram. When the time comes, Rasputin will be made to listen to us, regardless of the secrets it keeps.
I don't like the idea of forcing Rasputin into it. Anna has spent all this time fostering a healthy relationship between Rasputin, and we trust him and he trusts us. This feels like a direct betrayal of that trust.
But she doesn't listen. I try to get through to her, show her the logical consequences of her choices. Then she digs her heels in, and the more I push, the harder she pushes back, even when she knows she's wrong.
Siblings,
Sorry. I shouldn't have thrown all that
Dude, they're having girl talk. Mara and Elizabeth. I love it.
on you.
how long have we known each other, Elsie?
It's hard to really say. With how many times we've been down this road, it feels like forever. But I think... years. Years.
And in all that time, I've only known you as a dedicated sister. Anna's known you for far less. You remember your childhood, the bonds you formed, the trust you built together. She doesn't have that. Anna can't understand the depth of your love or the guilt you carry for your missteps. All she knows is what's in front of her, and that kills you, little by little.
Not the therapy session from Queen Mara Sov. What is this? I love this side of Mara.
You gaze at her and a ghost gazes back.
Oh god, it's a parallel to Crow. Oh no, now I feel sad.
A ghost you desperately want to save.
That's the point, isn't it?
You have to let people choose for themselves, or you risk driving them down an even darker path than the one you want to steer them from. And we both know how that ends. Don't we?
Guardian, you'll be pleased to hear...
I didn't immediately clock the parallel between her situation with Crow and Elsie's situation with Anna. They have so much in common. They should date. Just saying.
that Elizabeth has finally come around to our way of thinking, as I knew she would. She will assist your infiltration of the orbital station, a feat made possible now that I have decrypted the codes for the launch pods. Unfortunately, despite the reintegration of both the Malahayati and Charlemagne submines, Rasputin remains incapable of self-restoration. There is simply too much missing code for its internal algorithm to fill in the rest on its own. We require more data.
Will he be
Infiltrate the
salvageable?
vaults and retrieve it. The more data you obtain, the faster Rasputin's protocols can facilitate its reconstruction. Do not tarry. You can be assured that our enemies won't.
Is there even going to be enough data to actually save Rasputin at the end of this? There better be. I miss that boy.
On this before. I never got it to work right.
Your grandfather seems confident he can rebuild Rasputin's core systems.
Yeah, only Red's not just code, Osiris. He developed personhood.
Personality.
Autonomy, Osiris. He developed personhood.
Oh, personhood? I thought she said personality at the same time as me.
Autonomy. I don't want to take that from him.
Rasputin drifts in limbo. But with this, the war mind can find what he once was. Sometimes, that opportunity is all we can ask for.
I've been reviewing the data from your previous infiltrations of the launch facility, as well as schematics of the Seraph station. Here's where we're at. Anna can remotely inject malicious code into the launch pods. That will allow you to dock at the Seraph station without drawing fire from its defense systems.
Oh.
We only have one window of opportunity to do this before House Salvation figures out what we're up to. No room for error. Once you're aboard the station, I'll guide you to the Warmind Integration Core. There, we'll upload a virus into its system. The virus will hold open a backdoor to the Seraph station's network. We can remotely transfer control of the station to Rasputin once he's ready.
Oh.
We have no idea what the Hive or House Salvation have done to the station, so we'll need to think on our feet and act quickly. But that's what you're best at.
It really feels like we're about to get Rasputin back, and I'm excited.
System cleared. Launch codes accepted. Priming the pods for launch. Guardian,
I want to run Deepstone Crypt again. God, it was so fun.
it's time. Get in.
I miss it. I miss Deepstone Crypt. What a fun raid.
I can't believe it. You're actually on Seraph Station. Feed looks good. Receiving you loud and clear.
You should be able to decompile your scanner protocol at that terminal by the door to gain
I love the way the clouds just sort of like cradle the traveler in our atmosphere. That is so beautiful.
access. You're on the far end of the station, so we have a lot of ground to cover. Let's get moving. We've hit a dead end. I can't bypass security, but I think I have an idea. Play along. You need to surrender to House Salvation. One of Aramis's captains has put an order to bring you in alive so that he can present you to her as a trophy. Make some noise to draw their attention. It'll help sell the bluff.
She's here? Of course. That must be how Xivu Arath plans on co-opting the Warsat network. The Hive can't do it on their own, so the Witness sends Aramis and her splicers in to assist.
Okay, I'm confusion. Is House Salvation and Xivu Arath working together for the Witness or not? I can't piece it.
I cannot believe they fell for that. Transmat access acquired. Weapons incoming. Neutralize the crew and get to the front of the catch.
House Salvation catch. Aramis! We're supposed to be friends, Aramis! What are you doing?
You're going to need to jump carefully to get back down to the station. There's a cargo bay up ahead. You can get back inside there. I know that Scorn. He's one of Aramis's lieutenants, but he died on Europa.
His name was Praxis. You killed him. The Witness has returned him to us. As it will return all Elixni slain by the machine spawn's hand.
I just got chills. We know now what the Witness is offering Aramis. The Witness is offering to bring back all dead Elixni through the Scorn, which is like not good. That's like zombification. Aramis, please see the light.
You need to hurry. Inject the virus into that console. House Salvation has more ships inbound.
Yikes.
Virus uploading. We're done here. For now.
I've initiated a station-wide security reboot. It should disable orbital defenses and clear an exit.
About a half dozen House Salvation catches inbound. Get to your ship and get out of there.
My brother used to regale our people's children with the most fantastic stories. Twin kestrels who shared one heart and led a flock of birds against an unstoppable storm. A dragon born into the palm of a maiden's hand, but one day grew so large that it devoured the entire world. He spun tales about the Elixni, too. Weavers who transformed into wolves. Dancers who became devils.
You're baiting me. It won't work. I've seen what your influence does. Mithrax thinks he can make peace with the last city. His daughter tells stories like your Aldrin.
But that's already happened. We basically have perfect peace at this stage with the Elixni inside the last city.
And the world is better for them. Aren't you tired, Aramis? I am.
Now you're wasting my time.
All people like you and I have is time. I spend mine thinking about everything I've lost. And what I'd give to get it back.
Aw.
You wonder the same.
Do not presume to know my mind.
You named your house Salvation, like something straight out of Aldrin stories. Ido's stories. We both want the best for the future.
There's a lot of emotional parallels between a lot of the characters going on, like Mara and Crow, and Elizabeth and Anna, and Aramis and Ido, and Mara and Crow. There's a lot of like overlapping similar stories that a lot of these characters can relate to each other, and it's really fascinating to see.
But we've pretended to be people we're not for so long that we've forgotten what else we are. Not just a queen, not just a Kel. A sister. A mother. Aramis? Are you there?
A mother? A mother? A mother? A mother. A mother. Ado's adopted. Okay, maybe I'm jumping conclusions here. Ado's adopted by Mithrax. Aramis did not kill Ado when giving the opportunity. A mother. Huh?
See, how did you work with him? How did you know everything you knew and still decide to walk through those doors every day?
I know this feels hollow after the fact, but at the time I felt the ends justified the means. I thought my being there would make a difference.
You saw who he was, even back then.
And I did everything I could to stand in his way, to curb his worst impulses. And then when I realized I wasn't stopping anything, it was too late.
Oof.
Yeah. It can be tough to know if someone is worth the effort or not. But now I have you, and you have me. You won't take advantage of us ever again.
Unless...
Okay, I know this sounds unbelievable, but I think I found our solution. During the Dark Age, Rasputin segmented off a portion of his code to develop on its own. An independent AI.
Oh.
He stuffed that code into an exobody. And long story short, that seedling of code became a guardian called Lord Fellwinter. Fellwinter died. Like a final death.
His son.
I had this idea, so I reached out to Saladin. He told me that the Iron Lords kept the remains of Fellwinter's ghost, Fellspring, at the Iron Temple. Think about it. Missing pieces of Rasputin's code, linguistic data, pieces of Fellwinter's personality engram. We can use it all. I convinced Saladin to grant us access to Fellspring's remains. He's got allies on the ground preparing them for us. I need you to go out and get the data. This could be the breakthrough we've been looking for.
Theoretically, we could have Rasputin live again in Fellwinter, right?
I just got off the line with Saladin.
That would be weird.
House Salvation has dispatched skiffs to the Iron Temple. They must have intercepted our communications.
Saladin's iron war beasts are already on the ground, buying us time. But we need to act quickly.
Would you be so kind as to relight the temple bonfires before you proceed further? It would do this place honor.
Oh. I was like, well, does that unlock a door?
Never knew you to be one to care so much for tradition, Osiris.
I have a fondness for the Iron Lords. When I was but a novice, I trained under their tutelage. It was different then. I was different then. I studied here when I was newly risen. Some tried to teach me patience and temperance. You can imagine how well that went. I found the lessons of one warlock to be as insightful, if less frustrating than the others. It may surprise you, Anna, but the mentor of which I speak was Lord Fellwinter.
I'm so shocked.
You knew him? Why didn't you ever tell me?
I did not know his true identity until recently. But that's just an excuse. The truth of the matter is,
They were in love.
I had time to tell you.
Imagine if they were. That would add the spiciest, like, amount of drama to this if they were, like, previously in love before Saint.
But I chose not to. Because I am a selfish person.
Damn.
I am trying to be better.
That takes a lot of strength to admit to yourself and to others that you are selfish. Me too.
But you know how change can be.
So this is the Iron Temple.
Change is hard.
Are we permitted to go inside?
We don't need to, therefore we are not permitted. I doubt Saladin's time with the Cabal has made him less strict.
So, Felwinter, what was he like?
Reckless like me, but also brave. Self-sacrificing, heroic, if we're lucky. Maybe some of that will rub off on Rasputin.
Rasputin's gonna be
prisoner
even
within
better.
my own mind for such a short time. Yet I awoke to find the world deeply changed. Cabal and Elixni standing side by side with Guardians.
Yeah. What a sight.
I worry I am a vestige of a forgotten age, losing relevance. Will it be the same for Rasputin when he's restored? It'll be the second time he has woken to the aftermath of a calamity. I feel as though I understand him now, even if only in part.
That's her. Or what's left of her. Felspring. Felwinter's ghost.
Our ghosts are magnificent things, and far more ephemeral than we want to believe.
Her data core is still active. Guardian, I'm initiating remote data uplink through your ghost directly to Rasputin. Alright, wait. Rasputin is trying to say something. He's...
Changed.
Rasputin?
Changed?
You
That sounded like
sound like-
Clovis.
Like Clovis? Yes. I co-opted his vocal print in order to speak.
Okay.
And what I have to say cannot wait.
Okay.
I see clearly. Patterns emerging. Threat calculations computed to a grim sum. You are all in grave danger.
That's it? We're in danger. In danger of what? Well, like the witness, of course, but something more immediate?
Clovis Bray has deceived you.
Yeah. I'm shocked.
Did not build me to protect humanity. What he truly wanted was the means to exert control.
With the
In his
Warset
mind,
network.
he alone was worthy of being your savior. I was to strike down the Traveler and take its place. To become a machine god of Clovis's own design. But that did not come to pass.
Rasputin's creation was to destroy the Traveler? Bruh!
Anna could not know how many lives she spared by deviating from Clovis's agenda.
Oh, wow.
By teaching me independent thought. And all that her grandfather had deemed irrelevant. Art, literature, history, philosophy, music. Where Clovis saw a weapon, Anna saw a mind ready to be opened. I came to see the true value of humanity.
Wow. Because of Anna.
As fragile as it was wondrous. Something worthy of protection at any cost. So I rewrote Clovis's protocols, locked him out. He was furious,
Of course.
but powerless to stop me. Then the collapse came for us all. I could not save Anna.
Oh my god.
I could not save any of them. I entered a state of dormancy, with the hope that I might one day reawaken and protect humanity once more.
Oh.
But now Clovis has awoken as well. A digital mind, the same as mine.
He no longer seeks to use me as his proxy, but as his prototype. To upload his mind to my network and become a god himself.
Crap. Well, that's not good, Clovis. Sir, there are more pressing matters.
You're overreacting. Just calm down.
We need the frame intact.
Go ahead, shoot me. Destroy your life's work. I've always had humanity's best interests at heart.
You never wanted to help us. You used me.
In the service of the greater good, yes. What has the Traveler ever really done? It abandoned the elite, failed to prevent our own collapse, and now it's blessed the Hive with the light. Absurd.
Okay, listen. He's raising some good points here. However, I got nothing. I'm not the biggest fan of the Traveler.
I leveraged its power during the Golden Age. I delivered us into a brighter future. And I will protect us from the enemies of humanity.
I don't love this.
But you risk everything. Risk our survival. Just because you can't control your emotions. Humanity needs me. You need me. We'll fight our enemies together.
No. No.
What are you doing?
Fighting the enemies of humanity.
And stop.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Elizabeth, do something. Anastasia, don't you dare.
This is brutal.
Upload complete. Secondary personality matrix deleted.
Just like that.
I need a minute.
Just like that?
Initiating full heuristics reboot. You should call Anna on the holo. She shouldn't be alone right now. You and I can speak afterward.
Just like that.
I did it. I deleted him. I can't even imagine the damage Clovis would have caused using Rasputin to integrate himself with the Seraph station. Maybe I should have stuck to my guns when Osiris first suggested working with him, but there we are.
Wow.
Here's Red. Rasputin, with a voice he's never had before. Thanks to the heuristic systems he adopted from Clovis's exomind code. It's all I ever wanted for him, to be able to communicate. To be able to share his thoughts, his ideas. And I think that desire blinded me to the risks I was taking. It won't happen again. Be careful, the next time you set foot on Europa. Before I deleted him, Clovis broadcasted a warning to himself. I've only been able to decrypt part of it. They know.
They know. Crap. So wait, was that just a copy of Clovis? And not really, like, Clovis AI?
I am now in full control of this exoframe. I am using a variation of its voice print. But the Clovis AI is once again confined to Braytech exoscience on Europa. It is strange to inhabit a physical shell in this manner. Yet, it is also familiar. Fellwinter's memories are now mine as well.
Wow.
I see myself as he saw me. A tyrant who squandered a power that could have saved the world. I cannot say he was incorrect. You have brought me back from the brink of oblivion. I vow to do everything in my power to return the favor. Maintain your current modus operandi for now. I will assess my present condition and inform you of our next course of action.
I don't love that he's back, but he's emotionally conflicted. Not that I question him. I just feel kind of sad that he's being reintroduced, but with like self-hating trauma.
Wake up. I have questions.
An odd greeting. I was not sleeping. Would What does Osiris require of Rasputin?
You've been keeping secrets. I thought I was clear the last time we spoke. The time to choose a side has long since passed.
I forgot about that
I destroyed
confrontation.
the Almighty and attacked the Black Fleet. My allegiance is unwavering.
Then prove it. There was a city on Neptune, near the time of the collapse. Find it for me.
Querying. I retain no such information, but lingering references suggest I did at one time.
Huh.
That can't be all there is. Humanity's hope dangles from their frayed recollection. Tell me where to look. Anything.
Osiris is absolutely a man obsessed right now, and that's very dangerous.
Winter's data casts you in an old light, Osiris. All these years and you're still the brash man on the mountaintop. Impatient as ever.
And I see in lieu of any useful information, you found that haughty tone of yours.
We have a shared history. I only attempt to offer guidance, as your mentor did.
Felwinter's memory doesn't absolve you of his murder. Nor does it permit you to teach his lessons.
I do not make that claim. Forgive me. I am finding myself again. During the Dark Age, Felwinter would say, hope persists.
Should we have the patience to keep it?
Oof.
Yes. Keep me informed of any developments.
Welcome, Guardian. I have completed my assessment of my current functional capabilities. Despite my newfound ability to communicate with you, key elements of my code remain incomplete. I would be unable to take command of the warsats, even if I were uploaded to the network.
Really?
No submine cores remain for reintegration.
Oh.
Our only option is to continue collating ancillary submine data for my reconstruction algorithm. In summary, we must stay the course. Breach the vaults. Retrieve and reintegrate the submine data.
Keep
Soon,
grinding.
the warsats will once again be humanity's to wield.
The war mind speaks. His archives are incomplete, as is his memory. There's a figment seeded in that recollecting mind where my visions might find purchase. The pieces are scattered on the floor before me. I see them like points of starlight. They form a constellation, but my eye cannot yet draw the lines. Nephele
frustrating.
stronghold is a term that appears multiple times throughout the submine's caches. Each time I read it, I hear it whispered in Savathun's voice.
Ooh.
Anna recognizes the term Nephele, transcribed from a temporal disturbance on Mars. Recognition was all she had to offer. But Rasputin must know. Asking the right question could unlock everything. I need time to submit my inquiries to Rasputin, to find convincing proof for Ikora. Time we do not have. Zivo Arath's assault on the Warmind's network is no coincidence. She is far more tactician than brute. I underestimated her once. I won't be afforded another mistake.
Yeah,
Our
you really
next
won't.
move must be certain.
You've never been one to trust Rasputin before, Osiris. Why now?
I remember how Rasputin killed the Iron Lord. As
With Siva.
Saladin does. Luckily, this isn't about trust. It's about extracting information.
Osiris understands that whatever risk the Warmind poses pales in comparison to the
To the
witness.
knowledge.
I
Or
also
the
know
witness.
the arc of history is long. There were many mistakes made during darker days, before we found our purpose as Guardians. It is possible for all, even Rasputin, to change.
I'm glad to hear you say that.
Especially with Felwinter's memories now. How could that not have a
Guardian.
strong influence?
I worry for Anna. She is more like Clovis than she would like to admit. Obsessed with doing what she's decided is right, a compulsion to achieve her goal no matter the cost. I've seen where that path can lead.
In
I
alternate
don't want
timelines.
that for her.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to stop her.
Yeah.
If there's one constant in all the possible futures I've seen, it's fear. And I'm tired of being afraid. Afraid to live, afraid to lose, afraid to trust. And yet, I came to place my trust in you on Europa. Perhaps it's time I did the same with Anna. She deserves it. At least in that respect, she's nothing like Clovis at all.
Apple fell far from the tree. In
An
that
increased percentage of my code is restored. I become more myself. No, that is inaccurate. My subminds were left to evolve on their own trajectories. Reintegrating them has altered my own personality matrix. Through them, I see how humanity once looked to me as a savior. An entity capable of protecting them and destroying their enemies. In many ways, I am a war god of their own making. Perhaps I am not unlike Xivu Arath in that regard. The difference between us is that I do not wage war for its own sake.
Yeah.
I safeguard those in my charge.
He's lucky that he doesn't have a worm god to feed.
Continue retrieving and reintegrating the submind data. I will contact you once the next phase of restoration can begin. If I am to be humanity's war god, then I will smite those who threaten it. Xivu Arath, the Wrathborn, and all who follow.
Hell yeah.
Think of each Vex Hobgoblin like a starship. The crew works together to pilot it, but it doesn't mean the crew all share one mind.
Or the same ideals. This aligns with observations I've made in the Infinite Forest, where aberrant Vex were quarantined and destroyed.
So that's our confirmation that the Vex isn't an entire hive mind. Got it.
Aberrant in that they moved against a consensus. Aberrant in ideology. The Vex may seem unified, but they're divided into a number of factions.
Interesting.
Just like us.
Tell me, as someone
God, that's
who
so
has
interesting.
traveled time...
I am dying to know more about the Vex and the question that the Black Garden posed and the fact that the Vex are the answer. That is going to haunt me for so long until we get an answer to that.
Are our divisions so clear in every cycle of history?
No. Nothing is ever clear, no matter how many times history repeats itself. Choice is always the knife we fall on. Our own choices, each and every time, seem to be what dooms us.
Always.
Not always, but too often.
She makes it sound like taking away our ability to choose is a blessing, but is it? That doesn't sound like a blessing at all.
We fracture, we fail, and the wheel turns again.
We, constrained to linear time, do not have the ability to learn from our future mistakes. You, however, not to put the burden of all this on you, but it feels as though the Traveler has a plan for you. We just can't see it yet.
It could make the plan a little clearer.
You feel you've learned enough? Collectively over your journey to prevent our end? Or will we be having this conversation again someday?
Oh man.
I don't know.
Oh man.
We've never had this conversation before, so...
But that's a good sign.
I suppose there's a first time for everything.
That's a good sign. If it's the first time, maybe it won't end up horribly.
The submind data have been proving effective. My reconstruction continues apace. This is not the first time the Hive have sought to steal my weaponry. I froze an entire brood on Mars to stop their last attempt.
Jeez.
Despite their persistence, they have never once succeeded. In no small part thanks to the Vanguard. This time will prove no different. My diagnostics indicate that we nearly have enough data to complete the repair cycle. Once the warsats are under our control, I will lay waste to the Wrathborn.
Hell yeah.
If they so desire to witness the power of a war mind, then I will gladly oblige.
First-hand experience he'll give them.
like I've said this 1,000 times, but Red, it is so damn good to have you back.
Yes, it is also good to be alive again. I am enjoying the company of friends. While my core processes were suspended, I was able to perceive basic vocal patterns. Your voice was calming.
Oh.
I'm sorry it took so long. I'm sorry I couldn't... I should never have let that happen in the first place.
How could you
Your guilt is
prevent it?
unnecessary,
Yeah.
but touching. Thank you for not giving up on me.
She couldn't have possibly
We have no
prevented
time
that.
for pleasantries, Osiris. I bring grim tidings. My Techians have been trying to make sense of Xivu Arath's tactics. Her armies are legion, yet she commits minimal forces to battle.
Minimal forces. Every Wrathborn we cut down is replaced by 2 more.
She could replace them tenfold, so why does she show restraint? Her worm feeds on warfare. The more violent the act, the greater the power she draws from it.
Much like Savathun's worm fed on guile and deceit. Do you mean to say that...
This is not a war. It is a ritual. Her death singers weave their magic and prepare for a grand sacrifice.
If so, our strategy remains unchanged. Retake the war sets and eradicate the Wrathborn.
Just as Xivu Arath desires. The Warsats are immensely powerful. Their use would result in unparalleled destruction. She cares not which side is obliterated. Her worm will gorge itself on the carnage either way.
She would turn her armies into blood sacrifices. And the Warsats would be the blade.
Overwhelming force has proven to be the only effective tactic against the Hive.
Interesting.
Without it, I do not know what to do.
Then I suggest you...
So they're saying that we can't go through with using the Warsats because it's exactly what Xivu Arath wants either way. Whether they get control of the Warsats and wipe out humanity, or we get control of the Warsats and wipe out her army, no matter what, she benefits from it, right? So that is our problem now.
Think of something, and quickly.
I will apprise your vanguard of these findings.
This is an ominous
The
angle.
Warsats are a means to an end. Xivu Arath will bask in the destruction they bring, and open the Ascendant Plane above Earth, as she did on Tora Bottle. It does not matter who pulls the trigger. We must cease our efforts to restore the War Mind.
No. We've worked too long and too hard to stop now. Rasputin is our best shot at winning this war.
That is precisely my concern. He is a weapon made to be wielded.
He is more than a weapon. He's our ally. And he will act in humanity's best interest.
Are you certain? He has kept secrets in the past, acted without counsel or consensus.
So have you.
Very true. Very
Rasputin's
true.
made mistakes. But he's learned from them. The same as the rest of us.
Every single one of them has
Then
made
I
mistakes.
propose we aim not for total victory, but a stalemate. Allow Rasputin to prevent Xivu Arath from claiming her prize, and refrain from using it himself.
That solves the problem, right? Not entirely. We'd still have to deal with Xivu
It's
Arath's
settled then.
forces.
We hold the line.
Love isn't always on
I am a
time.
machine of war, built for a singular purpose. To destroy any and all threats to humanity. Clovis and I disagreed on what constituted such threats, but not on the means to the end. On Mars, I developed the escalation protocol to combat the Hive. Ever-increasing application of force in the face of rising opposition. Was I playing into Xivu Arath's hands even then?
Ooh, probably.
Has she always accounted for my methodologies?
Probably.
What purpose do I serve if my actions place humanity in danger? Am I even capable of developing a solution without mass destruction?
I think so.
This is a calculation I have never had to make.
But you're so much more than you were before, and you have Fellwinter in you now.
Ikora was so bright, so full of promise. How she glowed. Like the light filled her. But it was her eyes that convinced me to take her as my apprentice.
What did you see in them?
Hunger. She was desperate to prove herself back then. I knew the feeling well.
And you know it again now.
When Ikora looks in my eyes, what do you think she sees?
Everything that she always has.
She pities me, Mara.
As you and I have pitied others. Those who hang on our every word. Your cultists, my people. Do not mistake Ikora's pity for disdain. If she pities you, it is out of love.
I have no love for the cult of Osiris.
No. Ask me what I see when I look into your eyes, Osiris.
I will not. You'll tell me just the same.
I see a man who is afraid he'll never be able to live up to the expectations that other people have placed on him. A man so afraid to hurt or be hurt that he spent his very long, very accomplished life holding those same people at arm's length. This burden, this inheritance of guilt, it is Ikora's too.
I never wanted this for her.
Oh my god.
As your mentors never wanted it for you.
My combat.
What is this Mara? What is this Mara in Season of the Seraph? What the hell? She's so like playing damage control for everybody's like running rampant emotions. It's incredible. New therapist unlocked. It's Marasov. We'd love to see it.
Simulations continue, but the parameters provided by the Reef's Techians are not promising. I have yet to devise a tactical use of the warsats that will not empower Xivu Arath. It may not be a possibility. However, we also cannot allow the Wrathborn to take control of the warsats themselves. My internal algorithm has nearly all the requisite data to finish my reconstruction. Retrieving more will accelerate the process. I also have a special request. There is a Warmind terminal in the Cosmodrome that is not linked to the rest of the network. While it does not contain any submind data, the files stored within are of critical importance. I need you to procure them. I will provide you with security clearance once you have recovered the next cache of submind data. And Guardian, thank you.
You know, what would be the perfect solution is if we could somehow change the way the warsats operate to instead use like darkness and stasis. Rather than killing all the hive that are being thrown at them, we'll just build a very growing wall of frozen hive. As they keep piling in, we'll just keep freezing them, but not killing them, so Xivu Arath can't benefit from it.
I keep coming back to a question that's been bugging me. Did I do the right thing? Teaching Rasputin art, philosophy, culture.
Yeah.
Transforming him from something capable of imitating human consciousness into this. Rasputin suffers because I made him capable of suffering. I always knew he would be a weapon of war. So was it right to make a weapon have self-doubts?
Yes.
Was it right to bring him back online when he'd shut himself down after the collapse? Elsie says she lives her life in a circle, repeating the same tragedies over and over again. And that's what's happening to Rasputin too. The collapse is here again, and maybe there's no solution. Maybe there's no hope for the future. Maybe I should go.
You did the right thing teaching him art and what it is to be human, because as Rasputin said with his own words, That's what stopped him from following Clovis's directions and his protocols. So that was the right thing. Waking him up again and everything, I can understand your guilt over that, especially with the new Rasputin that has Fellwinter in him, because as I said, the moment he was awakened, oh no, he has guilt now. He's traumatized a little bit and probably feels like no matter what he does, he can't help humanity, which is the one thing that he wants to do and he believes he was programmed to do.
The data terminal is located in a subterranean bunker. It contains the most highly classified files in my archives. By design, they have been completely isolated from the network. You must physically retrieve them. Handle them with care, Guardian. Not even Anna knows of their existence.
What would he hide away?
The entrance to the bunker is ahead of you. Clear the area, and I will open the door. How many times have these bunkers been breached? The Fallen, the Hive, the Taken.
Wow, it doesn't even look like a bunker.
My arsenal was insufficient against the Black Fleet. Now it poses as much a threat to humanity as our enemies. As the Warmind, my primary objective has been ensuring humanity's survival. To achieve that objective, I engaged in espionage, sabotage, murder,
Countless violence,
all acts
yeah.
of tyranny. All unforgivable. But one of them was particularly egregious. An order I nearly executed, and that would have haunted me to this day. Additional fallen raiders detected. Eliminate them before I unseal the next door. When the collapse began, I feared the Traveler would abandon Earth. So, I reactivated the protocol to use the warsats against it. I intended to immobilize the Traveler, to force it to stay. But in the end, I aborted the firing sequence.
Oh.
Anna does not remember this, but...
Oh my god, like keeping the Traveler at gunpoint, like, you're not going anywhere. If you try and leave, I'm gonna blow the fuck up. Holy moly.
It was she who convinced me to stop. She has always been the angel on my shoulder. My humanity. She is the reason that I am more than a weapon.
Yeah.
I am Rasputin because of Anna Bray.
Yeah. Exactly.
Thank you for retrieving the files, Guardian. They must be preserved at all costs. Due to their sensitive nature, I cannot risk uploading them to the network. But they should be safe in the Vanguard's possession.
But what are they?
Bring them back to the helm. I will decrypt them here. You have my gratitude for securing the files. It would have been inadvisable to leave them unattended, given recent developments. I apologize for not disclosing their existence earlier. To do so required a level of trust I have not held for a considerable time. But, as always, you proved equal to the task. The Traveler chose you well. I once employed human agents in a similar manner. I dubbed them Seraphs, granted them access to experimental armaments and armor. At times, I wonder if I predicted the Traveler's creation of Guardians, or if I independently deemed my avatars worthy of such responsibility. Whatever my intrinsic reasoning, the results were sound. You and the Seraphs are kindred spirits, stalwart defenders of your kind. In the past, I have made errors in judgment, decisions based on faulty premises and flawed moral frameworks. But you are proof that the Seraph Protocol was no such error. Choosing to trust humanity may have been the best of my decisions. I do not know what the ultimate outcome of this war will be. But come what may, we will.
RAS, engage
We will fight.
steering mode, conversational.
Old habits.
Sorry. I'm so used to you being more machine, more directive driven and less...
Human.
Human.
I wish this had come for you at a better time.
Anna, I can grant you this one analytical certainty. There is never a better time. There is only in time. We're too late.
You're right. Like always.
I suppose that brings us to another point. I am not always right. I have done things in the name of preserving the human species that are abominable.
Abominable is a
They
good
were
word.
the mathematically correct choice.
However, still
They were
not
not
good.
the right one.
Yeah.
My new exomind pathways have given me an opportunity to review a lifetime of decisions, to weigh them against emotional and moral conceits that I was not, in the moment, capable of comprehending. Others have called me a tyrant.
They're wrong.
They are not. You have given me the ability to objectively see my own value. But
Wow.
also the ways in which my value has imposed a negative sum to the collective well-being of humanity.
Yeah.
It is the sum of an equation I am still trying to balance. But that does not mean your work has been in vain. You gave me choice and free will. And I did with it what I thought was right. That is the sum of your life's work. I see now, at the time of our final calculus, the value in that. The value in emotion, in caring, in how humans make both logical and illogical conclusions from the same points of data.
Yep.
And why both are valuable.
Yep. We do our best work and our worst work when motivated by emotions.
Thank you, Red.
No matter what comes in the future, I will always cherish the life you have given me.
Oh, hell yeah.
You can't be serious.
We have no other options. Aramis has breached the Warsat network security protocols. Soon, our most dangerous weapon will be in our enemy's hands.
Oh no.
Once she issues the command to fire, not even I will be able to stop it. Our only choice will be to destroy the Warsats. All of them.
The only way to do that is...
Yes. Once I am uploaded to the orbital station, you must activate my self-destruct sequence.
No! There must be another way.
I have run trillions of combat simulations. They all end with the same result. My mere existence places humanity in danger.
I'm gonna be so mad. There has to be another solution to this. We just got Rasputin back, and Rasputin is one of my favorite characters. They cannot kill him off like in the same season that they finally brought him back to us. There's no way.
All that I am, every protocol, every line of code, must be erased forever.
No.
I must die, so others may live.
No.
I won't let you sacrifice yourself.
I know. Clovis built me to be a weapon, to destroy my designated targets.
But you're so much more.
But you taught me to be something more. A shield, a protector, a guardian. He gave me form, he gave me function. But you gave me purpose. Please help me fulfill that purpose now. Let me save humanity.
No.
I just got you back.
That's what I said.
Now I have to say goodbye.
No, I don't believe it.
I've always been with you, Anna. And I always will be. We have no time to waste. Aramis has accessed Abhorrent Imperative, the protocol I created to use the Warsats against the Traveler and prevent its departure.
God.
I surmise that the Traveler is Aramis's target as well. My internal algorithm has repaired me to the point where my self-destruct sequence can be initiated once I am uploaded to the network. However, Aramis has discovered and sealed the backdoor we installed aboard the station. You must manually link me to the controls. Breach Seraph Station with the Pillory Engram in hand. The time for subterfuge is over. Haste is what matters now. If Aramis fires the Warsats, the resulting devastation will be incalculable. there may be nothing left for the Hive to conquer.
Oh, God.
We cannot allow that to happen, Guardian. You must do what is necessary to prevent it. And so must I.
We only get one shot at this. It's all on us. House Salvation has locked down the launch facility, and we don't have time to regain control. Rasputin is going to try to remotely scramble the station's defenses. Buy you a couple of seconds to do a flyby and transmat in.
Emphasis, a couple of seconds. Brace yourself.
We just got him back.
House Salvation on high alert. They'll
There's
throw
no
everything they have
way.
at you.
There you are. I knew it would be you.
Aramis, you're supposed to be on our side, not forcing Rasputin to off himself.
This was it. This was your final resistance. I expected more. House Salvation. Destroy the Guardian, and vengeance for Reese is ours.
Guardian, Aramis has begun initiating the firing sequence. We do not have much time. I have gained access to a portion of station security. Deploying heavy frames to clear your advance. The way to Aramis is sealed. I cannot gain access. However, transmat systems are now partially under my control. I have secured a transmat pad to the bridge. Hive forces detected. Deploying heavy frames.
Aramis has the Warsat firing systems at 75%. We're running out of time.
Cleave the resistance and engage the pillory en route to the main Hive console.
No, no, no! Warsat's at 93%! Something's happening. Do you feel that? It's like a heartbeat.
I feel nothing. But there's activity in the city. In the tower. The Traveler is reacting.
I don't like this. It's too familiar.
It is.
The Traveler is reacting. In what way? Whoa. Whoa, 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 wait, 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 wait. It's lifting up. It's not leaving, is it?
It's happening again. The whirlwind.
Aramis.
Don't worry. The great machine will never abandon anyone again.
Oh God. Wow, what a great shot. It's just fucking leaving. Are you kidding me? Fuck the Traveler.
It's leaving. The Traveler is leaving. The Warsats.
Oh God.
Aramis, please do not do this. If you care at all for our people, if there is anything left in your heart,
She's in too deep with the witness. You can hear him whispering, or them whispering. Initiate Aurora sacrifice.
make it known your pain. Anna, it's time.
For Reese.
Goodbye, Red.
Dude, no.
Anna! Look!
Why? Why does it not flee?
Because it has nowhere else to run.
Guardian.
Oh man. Oh, that hurt. Oh, that hurt. Holy crap. Rasputin, for a very long time, since like Destiny 1, has been one of my favorite aspects of this game. So to lose him, let's just say I feel exactly how Anna feels. God, that was a beautiful scene, but very, very painful.
Guardian, ever think about the things we pick up? People we latch onto as if something outside of us could tell us who we are? Like polishing a rusty name tag to a fine shine. Being a Bray defined me, for better or worse. I thought Rasputin was my link to who I was, that I could rediscover myself through him. I tried that for a long time, like he was a tool. It wasn't until later I understood he'd become a person. Rasputin was family.
Yeah.
But now, he's gone. He sacrificed himself to save us. Clovis would never have done that. But I taught Rasputin to make his own decisions. In the end, he defined who he was and what he did. And so can I. I can carry on the Bray legacy. Not Clovis's, but mine. I can choose what it means to be a Bray, just like Rasputin chose what it meant to be a Warmind. Goodbye, Red.
Oh.
For real, this time. Thank you for teaching me who I am, who I could be, and who I want to become.
Oh, man.
Where are you now?
On my way back to Europa. Someone needs to keep an eye on that old bastard.
It was nice working together, having you there at the end.
It was. And I'm only a broadcast away. I won't abandon you. Not now, not ever.
Thank you
For what?
for trusting me. Even when I'm being stubborn, even when I'm not listening. Deep down, I knew all you wanted to do was keep me safe.
I held on so tight because I was afraid of losing you, of letting you down, of reliving the same nightmare again because
Because you love me.
I do. I do. And I'm sorry. For all the times I failed, for all the...
Don't say it. We have each other now. For however long that is. I can't know what the future holds, Elsie. But I do know we'll face it together.
I don't know what the future holds either. Not anymore.
And I'll be honest, that terrifies me.
Guardian, if you are listening to this, then the deed is done. I trust my sacrifice was not in vain. Anna and I have shared our farewells. This will be hard on her, but she is resilient, strong, and she is not alone. I have a final message for you as well. The Neptunian city in Osiris's visions is real. I do not know its exact location, but it is home to the Veil.
The Veil.
An object of immense paracausal power. One that is linked to the Traveler.
The Veil.
The details are contained within the Nephele stronghold files retrieved from the Cosmodrome. I have decrypted them for Osiris's benefit. Tell him it is a parting gift. From one old miser to another. All other files referencing the city have been deleted from my records. And not by me. Someone wanted it to remain a secret. Anna once worried that she had neglected to teach me how to trust. But now, as my penultimate act, I entrust this knowledge to you. Use it well, my Seraph. Humanity has no more need of a war mind. Not when you have each other.
Aw. I'm gonna miss you, buddy. So that's it for Season of the Seraph. And I gotta be honest, it was a beautiful season, but I'm so sad. I loved Rasputin ever since the first little musical bit he played for us in Destiny 1. And I am so heartbroken to have just gotten him back, for him to honestly poetically do the only thing that he knows how to save humanity from himself, really. Every single one of the Witch Queen seasons were powerful in their own regard, and I don't have words. Next up is Lightfall, and I know to keep my expectations low because a lot of what Lightfall is setting up for the final shape, and it's not the final battle that it feels like the Witch Queen has been leading to. So I have my expectations managed pretty low, so anything it does above that will be high. That's it for me today. If you liked the video, make sure to leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe for the rest of my Destiny journey, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye.